When you stand before the towering structures of ancient Rome, like the Colosseum or the majestic Pantheon, do you ever pause to wonder how they managed to move those incredibly massive stone blocks? It is a question that highlights the remarkable ingenuity of Roman engineers and laborers, who faced challenges we often take for granted with modern machinery. Roman quarrymen extracted huge stone blocks through a combination of meticulous planning, specialized tools, and a deep understanding of geology, primarily employing channeling and wedging techniques to detach vast sections of rock from the earth. The core mechanism behind Roman quarrying was exploiting the natural fracture patterns within the bedrock. They understood that stone, though incredibly strong, could be split if force was applied strategically along its grain. This allowed them to break off large, often rectangular, sections rather than chipping away at the rock face indiscriminately. For softer stones like tuff or travertine, they could use robust picks and pry bars. For harder materials such as granite or marble, more sophisticated methods were necessary, relying on the principle of expansion and leverage to overcome the stone's immense compressive strength. The process began with carefully marking the dimensions of the desired block on the quarry face. Then, skilled laborers would cut deep channels, often several feet deep, around the block's perimeter using specialized iron picks and chisels. Once the channels were sufficiently deep, they would either drive dry wooden wedges into the channels and then soak them with water, causing the wood to expand and split the stone. Alternatively, iron wedges were hammered directly into the channels or drilled holes, applying immense pressure until the block fractured away from the parent rock. This required precise coordination and an understanding of where to apply force for a clean break. An interesting insight is the use of a tool called a dos labra, a type of pickaxe with one flat end and one pointed end, which was versatile for both excavating rock and preparing surfaces. Another detail often overlooked is the sheer logistical effort. Quarries were not just extraction sites. They were industrial complexes that included workshops for rough shaping, facilities for loading onto ox carts or barges, and even small settlements for the thousands of laborers and their families. The choice of quarry location, therefore, was heavily influenced by accessibility for transport, often near rivers or the coast. Ultimately, the Roman methods for extracting massive stone blocks showcase an extraordinary blend of practical engineering and sophisticated organization. Their ability to consistently produce and transport such immense quantities of material was foundational to their architectural legacy, allowing them to construct monumental buildings that have endured for thousands of years, testaments to their understanding of both stone and labor.